Hello. Today I want to share with you some of my insights on this new earth and how I'm experiencing it. And I imagine how you guys are probably experiencing it too. It's very interesting because it's happening in different ways for all of us, but also in similar ways. And so I think in some ways that's a good thing, because with my own friend group, we can phone each other and we can talk about what we're going through, and then someone else who's not going through it at that moment in time is able to sort of ground you and remind you about the situation. And sometimes when you just step outside of it and you remember that it's all happening for us at this moment in time because it's preparing us for the new earth, then it makes it just easier to surrender into. But what I'm experiencing is that in a new earth, when we're vibration, it's a frequency that's there at the moment, and we're in and out of the two different frequencies all the time between 3D and 5D. And like when I'm in 5D, what I find happens is that it's much more instant manifestation, that like time isn't really part of the experience there. And so things are more instant. And so what I find is that like it's imperative that we can really watch how we're feeling, how we're thinking, how we're imagining the day can be. So if I say to myself, oh, I've got that thing later, it's going to be really hard, it's almost like it kind of shows me in slow motion that what I've actually just done is I've sent a command out to the universe to say, this is what my request is today, that you send back this difficult situation, because I need to learn some more lessons in that, which is just so nuts, like as if any of us would do that on purpose. So like we can step out of that loop now, and we don't have to experience any of those things anymore. And so when something happens that isn't like fun for you, you can just be like, no, that's not part of my experience anymore. I'm going to find a different perspective, or I'm going to change my point of view. I'm going to change my belief around that. And I'm just going to expect more and just expect different. And like, if you can be in a place of bliss, or I'd say live from the field. So if you can live from the field, and I mean like, if you can come out and present yourself beyond the persona or beyond the like 3D version of you, and if you can really, move in the energy of from a place of like, does this feel right? Is this what I feel like I'm supposed to be doing? Am I meant to turn up doing this? And if you live from that point of view, it's just miracles that start happening, like incredible miracles. I don't know how to talk about it without getting emotional. It's like a whole different world now, and we just have to believe it and step into it and live from a joyous place, or like live what makes us happy, live like choose in each moment the thing that brings us bliss. And from there, it's like different. So like we don't have that sense of security that we had before, of like sense of like, I have certain structures in place, or like I feel safe and secure that like I have a home and money and work and a job, like security. Like it doesn't work like that anymore. So now it's like very uncomfortable, because you have to be prepared to say, okay, I'm going to step because I'm feeling that that's what I'm supposed to do and it feels good to me. But I just have to trust that someone's going to put out their hand and catch me, or that I don't know what the next step is after that. I just have to trust that it's going to guide me to the right place. And it really works. And it just brings you to these most divine, beautiful places, and these most divine, beautiful experiences that you could never have imagined. So when you feel intuitively guided to do something and you feel like blissful about it, not that it's like you know, you're doing it with grace and ease. You're not doing it because it's a great labor or because you feel like there's a responsibility to it. You're doing it because it will be joyful and fun for you to do, and you feel called to do it. When you step into it and just trust, you will be amazed by the miracles that will turn up. And so that's my message for today. My sharing is that we're stepping into the unknown. It hasn't been done before. We have nothing to really compare it to. So it feels very uncomfortable. It feels very unstable. It feels scary because it doesn't feel like there's anything solid there. It feels risky. But if your intuition or your guidance is telling you that this is your next move, then do it. And just trust that the divine is working through us and with us at this time more than ever. I mean, it always was, but now we're experiencing it more. And let me know in the comments if any miracles happen in your life. I mean, don't get me wrong. Some people will probably be like, "Oh my God, this is so difficult." It is difficult. I've got annihilated. Like the last 2-3 years, I've been annihilated in so many different ways. So many ego deaths, so many, things taken away, and so much growth, so much lessons. But really, it's like, if you can trust that all the abundance of the universe is there for you, then everything doesn't have to get taken from you. But if you're in this lack or survival mode and believing that, like, oh my God, what if the financial system crashes, and what if money goes, and what if I lose my job, I'll have no money to pay for things. If you're in that kind of survival mode, then the universe is going to keep taking things from you, because it's trying to teach us right now that in each given moment we're held, and in each given moment we have all the abundance that we need. So we don't have to be in that survival of like gathering and collecting and storing. So I know it's uncomfortable, it's uncomfortable because it feels just different. It's a different world than what we've ever been used to. But play with it. Play with it in smaller things first. Just, things that, aren't so scary. Just decide, like, today I'm going to do something that's just really super fun for me, and I'm going to see where it takes me. And I'm going to laugh. And I'm going to do something joyful. And just, play with it like that. Even if it means get up an hour earlier. There's no excuses. Okay. Let me know how you get on.